This is Vinney Chopra, Vinney Smile Chopra. Thank you for following me on social channels, listening to my podcast, YouTube channel, all the different channels, and also liking the podcast. Please give us a 5-star review, subscribe to it, share the content. My blogs are there. Please watch them too and read them. Also, YouTube channel, all the different ones. My Vinney and Beau show on Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific every week, and also Abundance Mindset with Vinney and Walter Amarello on Thursday live. Please enjoy this show. Thanks again for everything. God bless you. Hi there, guys. Friday morning. We are in the midst of holiday season. I hope everybody's enjoying time with their family, with their friends, with their relatives. This is that time of the year that we need to pay gratitude and really be happy where we are. Whether the things are going right or wrong or sideways, we need to just relax and just get excited about 2025. Brother Beau, how are ya? Yeah.
I'm doing well. I don't think I'm going to relax that much. Of course, I do holiday stuff, but I'm pretty amped up to really keep going because I find like when I slow down, it throws me off. And I'd like to just have that consistency of, okay, yeah, Christmas Eve, I do slow down obviously with the family, but I still do stuff to either improve myself personally or to improve the business. I never stop doing that. I don't like, just some days I'm tired, but I still go walk or I still stretch or I still do a light workout. I find that keeps me in sync versus me taking a lot of time off. Then I come back in and I'm like, then I lose the gusto for that workout. I find
so true.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I was listening to Dean Grazioni, just a great motivator. He was talking about how to really keep focus, even though we relax, but in CEO's mind, you're always churning. You're looking at pivoting, you're looking at doing things differently. If things didn't go that good in 2024, how can they go better with the change of landscape and administration in USA? A lot of things are happening and so forth. So what are you doing to be different in 2025?
So yesterday I met with Bill, who also works with you. And I had drafted up a description because I want to hire my fourth full-time virtual team member. Because I look at it as, what's your ROI? What will that person do and how will that ROI look? And so the way I look at it is, look, if I get one more franchise deal for that year, it pays for the virtual team member. Okay. So will this person and the duties do that for me? And of course, when you have constraints in your business, there's only so much time, and I'm like maxed out. Like I am talking to people every day. Even before this, I was talking to people that have questions. Why SBA, this franchise? There's only a much amount. Now I have to build out more efficiencies with the business. So automations, templates, zaps, and workflows. And another thing is like, where do I need help in the business? So I have 2 full-time editors that do my video editing, and because I'm putting out content every single day.
Yes.
Then I have one person that does like generalist stuff, but they also do all my like follow up on leads. They dial in my schedule for the next day. So then I said, okay, where do I really need it? And at first I was going to hire a director of operations, but really what I found out I needed was a podcast and social media manager with strong content management skills. And then I developed, with the help of Bill, a detailed job description of what we need to do. So I'll just cover this real quick, Vinney. Key responsibilities: content creation and management, develop and distribute engaging newsletters using ConvertKit, repurpose content from events and podcasts into newsletters and social media posts using Castmagic and other tools, design graphics for events, including banners and thumbnails, podcast management, handle all aspects of podcast operation, including promotion and distribution, coordinate guest outreach, scheduling, and communication. So guests on my show, and then getting on other people's show. So media management, create and schedule posts for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Utilize tools like TubeBuddy, Opus Pro to optimize video content and rank videos in search. Execute content strategies for engagement and growth across social media platforms. Grow our VA business, our virtual staffing business. So we're going to put out marketing. How are we using virtual team members to grow our business, and how we can help them grow their businesses, right? Because we bolt on different revenue streams within our business. Just like I said, for years I've been talking about raising capital. What would that look like for me? And then over time, I've had all these high net accredited investors making 200,000 plus saying, hey, I want to own a business. And then when I show them a business, they're like, wow, that's too much work. Okay, how can I help these people? That's when offset income came in, and we're developing that. And then also on top of their job, so SEO and optimization, leverage YouTube proficiency and video SEO strategies to enhance visibility and performance. Required skills and qualifications, proficiencies in tools like ConvertKit, TubeBuddy, Opus Pro, and other social media tools. Experience in graphic design for digital and social media, Canva, Adobe Creative Suites. Strong understanding of content ranking strategies and video SEO. Excellent copywriting skills with the ability to craft engaging and persuasive content. Familiarity with ChatGPT and AI-driven content tools. Exceptional organizational skills and attention to detail. Ability to manage multiple tasks and deadlines effectively. And so that's our job description. We're going to go out and we're going to start interviewing people for that role.
So, and with virtual assistants, thousands of them, they have the skills. The person that you want to hire, she or he, it's there, it's out there. And I think it's the idea of what you just did. It's so special, because many times we just don't know who should we hire. And that's the biggest problem. And people really don't take the next step of reaching out to the companies who can provide some good people, or Fiverr, Guru, whatever. You could put the post over there also, and a lot of people will start reaching out to you. But it's great to work with a company who will vet them for you. Then your time is worth money, right?
Yeah. And so if you're interested, we can help you find a VA. Go to bookwithbeau.com. And also we wrote an evergreen ebook where we're putting the tools we use and some of the prompts we use, and you can go to bizscalingplaybook.com, bizscalingplaybook. So that's just all the things I'm using. And then obviously there's a QR code if they want to hire a VA through our virtual staffing team. But I suggest people do these drills and really use ChatGPT and fine tune what you really need. Because I went in thinking I wanted director of operations, but really I needed to plug this first. And then I'll be thinking about my next hire, because I know I can't do it all. And I know, and I look at it like this. This virtual team member is going to cost me $13,000 for the year, or $14,000, right? Whatever. Okay. What will I get an ROI? I know why I see people fail, because I see people fail with VAs, is because they don't have the leadership skills and they haven't done drills like this. That's what they need. So that's why the team we work with, they'll actually coach you. They'll actually coach your VA and get you in sync. So if you want to really grow, you take AI and your VA team, you match them together, SOPs, prompts, and then you're dialed in. So like we use Cast Magic when we shoot a podcast, does our description. It can even pull out 5 highlights from that conversations that you can use for social media posts and so forth. So we're getting all that flowed together. And now that I'm going to have somebody that's getting me on other shows and so forth, like I'm only
huge. That's huge what you just said, because it's one thing you could be doing branding yourself, which is great, but how to really influence and spread your wings, I say, is to be going on other people's podcasts so that you are able to intermix. And now you're known to the other thousands of people. And like in your case and my case, a lot of people reach us. They want to be on our show. And we need to reach out to see what other influencers can help us. You're right. It's so big.
I call that audience surfing. Like I want to go find more shows to get on, because I know when I share my message, it resonates. People need SBA financing. People want to buy a business. That's what I do. So I set out a goal for 2025 to get over 1 million people to see this face. And that's through social media posts, YouTube, guesting on podcasts, my podcast. Very achievable nowadays, even if you're not a huge influencer like a Alex Hermosi, is that if you can leverage the content and leverage these strategies alongside a VA team and utilizing AI tools like in video and stuff, you can get your message out in front of so many people. So if you have a good message, why not share it with the world? If you can help people with what you do, you're doing a disservice for them. Exactly like tomorrow's event you're hosting, right, Vinney? You're hosting an event. Hey, look, if you're a high paid earner, come learn how you might be able to offset by you, right? And so that's our calling in life, is to help other people reach their goals.
Reach their goals in utilizing the tools, which are productivity tools. AI is here, it's going to stay here, whether we like it or not. But we could use these great tools. They don't cost much, but they save time and money and efforts. So that's one thing. The other part is to really invest more and save more on taxes. Like my interviews with the CPAs and all, I'm not CPA or attorney, but I'm revamping and putting out a lot more content with my SEC attorneys, with my real estate attorneys, with my CPAs, our accredited investor club. It's getting bigger and bigger because we are giving value to people, how to vet deals, how to look at syndicators, what you should be looking at, and how to really do the best of the best so that preservation of capital is there and the cash flow is coming and the equity gains. That's the name of the game. And especially last 3 years have been tough years in multifamily. I know multifamily has been a big game all over. I know we've been selling at the peak, which is great, and we didn't get into any troubles or like that, which some syndicators have. And it's really good to really go and share your dream, share your services. What you just said, it's a disservice if we don't spread our wings. If people can use your service and you're just in a cocoon or in a egg, what good it's going to do, right? So we need to invest money in advertising and sales and marketing and VAs. That's what our whole this whole segment is about. You got to take this step. A lot of people say, Vinny, I just don't know how to hire. I don't know what to say. I don't know who I need. The things that you don't want to do, they're mundane and it's taking up a lot of time. You're not good at it. That's where those are the the job descriptions you need the VA for.
Yeah, totally. And you got to do the drill I did yesterday. I'm going to work on a prompt to help people, like when they're like, "Hey, I need to
Yeah.
grow." And it's going to ask them a bunch of questions, and then it's going to recommend, "Hey, your first hire should be an admin, or your first hire
Hmm.
should be a content manager or
Good
editor,"
one.
or
Yeah.
because then if you want to grow, you have to delegate. There's no question about it. You just can't do everything yourself. There's just a finite amount of time in
Yep.
anything you do. And right, like when you go and buy a big $100 million multifamily building, most
Hmm.
people can't come up with a down payment for that. So what do?
Oh.
You leverage other people's money. You
Yep.
leverage debt from Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac.
Yep.
And so we have to look at leverage at a completely different. I was watching my first million podcast the other day. I didn't watch it
Hmm.
all, but it was about a guy who used to work for Facebook. And then he created this in his spare time. He created this app that actually writes code. It used to take like $100,000 to build this app. Now they can do it with a couple $1,000s using this app.
Oh
So
my gosh.
things are changing around, and now his company's worth over $1 billion. This guy, and so
That's with Sean Puri's podcast, right?
and
My
Sam,
First
yeah,
Millionaire. I love it. Sam Parr and Sean Puri. The exciting thing, what you just mentioned is, guys, everybody listening or watching us, why we are in real estate. Everybody, all the millionaires, billionaires, they have portfolio diversification. They are into lots of things, but real estate, good debt is good debt, especially Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, CMBS loans, SBA loans, or institutions or insurance companies. They give you money, 70% of the money at a good interest rate. But when the value of the asset increases, they don't want any part of the equity gain. Oh my gosh. How can you have a partner who gives you 70% of the money to buy a deal, but at the end they say, you know what? Whatever balance is left on the loan, you just pay us that. Nothing more than that. That is amazing. And then other people's money, that's if you don't have much money, you got to have your family, friends, people. $39 trillion is in the retirement funds in USA. 39 trillion. So I think by really harnessing other people's money and understanding and learning, which I teach every Wednesday at 4 p.m., just to put a little plug in there, 4 p.m., just come to vinnyzoom.com. That's VINEYS zoom.com. Just come there and interact with people, with students who are learning how to raise money, how to find deals, how to underwrite deals, and so on. Hi, friends. This is Vinny Chopra from here in Danville, California. And you might be saying, hey, Vinny, what are these over here? You know, I wrote this book a few years back, Apartment Syndication Made Easy. It became top seller. I came from India with $7 in my pocket. It says 500 million. It's going to be 1 billion very soon, very soon. I'm right at about 850, 900 million. And then I'm ready for the next billion. Actually, you will see that happening, 2 billion in this book also. The other book I wrote, which has been a very big positivity, has been my life. Always, I've been married 43 years with 2 children, and the beauty is to be positive, the mindset that can take you to all the places in the world. And that's the book that also became big seller. My third book, Senior Assisted Living, is coming. So do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click the link below to get free copies, audio copies of these books, even printed copies of these books. Printed means digital if you can't afford it. But I would highly recommend for you to get these, or go to Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon. I got it in soft cover, in hardcover, in Kindle, in audio, also the Spanish version of this book also. So let's crush it, guys. I know you can be successful. I know you can do the kind of things that you want to do in life and have the streams of income and know how to really, educate yourself so that you could become a strong force in this world in real estate. I know you can. So take that step. Don't just be on the sideline. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your education.
I love it. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we have 2 weeks before the end of the year. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to get geared up, start interviewing in the next 10 or 12 days, the right person. And then we're just going to keep growing. 2025 is going to be another huge growth year. And it could be a growth year
for you
if you take advantage of it, right? Because it's all in the mind.
Yep.
And so
exactly. And anybody listening or watching, please DM either Beau. I have designed like a 4-page goal setting sheet. It's a PDF. You could fill it in, save it, and you could look at what has happened for you this year, last year, what habits and everything, and how you're going to change and pivot. It's a 3 or 4 page long goal setting sheet for 2025 and beyond. I know my team will be publishing it all in social media. You could just download, no string is attached at all. So it's a great thing to really goal set and win, because you cannot win without goal setting.
I love it. I'm ready to go crush my day. Thank you, Vinny, for the time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
It's such a pleasure. And see you next week, guys. Take care. Have happy holidays. And we want to give our tribute. And if you like this podcast or videos or reels, please share with other people so that they could also and give us 5-star reviews if it's the podcast, things like that. We'll see you again next week. And the week after, and the week after, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon, every Friday, we broadcast this show. Beau and I are together to really bring the best to get your business to the next level.
Do me a favor, subscribe and share. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to connecting with you in the future.